Welcome to Atlas, the only collaborative workspace designed exclusively for consultants and coaches like you. At Atlas, we understand the unique challenges that you face while managing projects, coordinating with clients, collaborating with teammates, and sharing information and files in a secure way. And that's why we have tailored our platform to solve exactly that. So join us as we see how easy and intuitive it is to use Atlas to take your business to the next level, all in one modern and professional platform. So let's jump right into it. What you're seeing now is the project dashboard. Here you can see a list with all of your current and past projects in one place. In this video, I'd like to show you how to create a structure for your project, how to invite customers or teammates to collaborate with you in the workspace, and also how easy it is to share activities, files, notes in a very secure way with them. For this example, let's take the sales training program that you're seeing here. Once we go inside the project, the first thing that we see is the general view, in which we can see all the project details, everyone who has access, be them teammates or clients, and also a feed timeline with everything that has happened since the project was created. So here you can see files, documents, messages, everything in a timeline. The first step is always to create a structure for your project. In this case, this sales training has 3 stages: preparation, core training, and evaluation. It's a very simple framework. We can always add or remove stages. So if I want to say, let's say one stage called follow-up and upsell, let's say that we do after the project comes to an end, we can also add it here. Inside the project stages is where we have all the activities related to that. So in this case, we have one kickoff meeting, one task, and one call. And then you have also many options, for example, to include subtasks to attach files, documents in a very easy way. So if I want to add another activity here, I simply come here and say meeting with HR department, and I can assign that will be on the 17th, and I save and it's done. So it's really easy to manage. So you have different views, so you can see it like this in a project structure. You can also use the board view, in which you can easily drag and drop. It's very helpful to do that in a day-to-day to see, okay, what I'm working on or what my team is working on. You also have a list view or a Gantt chart or a timeline. So this is basically a visualization of everything that has happened or that will happen inside your project. So if we go inside this kickoff meeting, for example, we can see that we have the activity details here, like description, when it's going to happen, the contact person involved. And here on the right, we also have some tabs. We have meeting notes, for example. So if we have a meeting and we want to write something here, we can also choose templates. For example, if you predefine some templates, you can use them to speed up, right, your note taking, or also to standardize it across the company. You can also attach files, you can have subtasks, and also exchange messages with your customer. So in this case, my customer Rosemary commented here, and I can easily say, so great, nice to hear. And here we keep this chat communication between us. Everything that happens here inside Atlas, you will receive notifications both in-app. You can see here some notifications, and you also receive them per email. You can define what you want to receive and in which frequency. So if we go to the next, notes is a combination of all notes that are in this project. So if at some point you forget, okay, so where is this note? So you can always come here in the centralized view to find it. And you can see that this note, for example, the kickoff meeting, is linked to one activity, which is final. And if you go to files, it's the same logic. So if we go here, we have, in this case, 5 different folders. Inside each folder, you find PDFs like a handbook or sales scripts. You also have invoices or legal documents. You can add everything that you want. And the interesting aspect is you can easily define what you want your customer to see or not. So you can see this toggle button here. So everything that is marked as shared, it will appear in the workspace where your customer can access. If you don't want them to see, you just unclick and then it will be gone. I'll show that in a minute. So when you invite a customer, it's really easy. So you come here and you will invite an external user or even a teammate. The customer will receive access to the workspace. The workspace is not what you are seeing here. The workspace is a different part of Atlas that will be available to your customer. So once you send to your customer an email inviting him to Atlas, he will receive a login and will define a password. So I'll show you how that looks like. So I have here a separate window. So the customer will go to the workspace and they will type in their email address and the password. Once they log in, they will have access to the Atlas workspace of this specific sales training. So in this case, you can see here a project overview that you can define. You have a lot of flexibility here, what you want to use, if you want to put videos or pictures or whatever you like. He also has access to a feed of recent activities, upcoming activities, contact details of you or the project owner. Here we can also share, for example, a whiteboard. So if you use Miro or a different whiteboard, you can link it to the project. You can work it here together with your customer. So it's really easy to visualize. And you also can share, let's say, a booking page so your customer can schedule calls with you. So there are many possibilities here. And then, of course, he also has access to the activities that you shared, or files and notes, documents, messages, everything that you defined. So if you see here, if we go to activities, you can see just 2 activities here. And if we go back to our Atlas project, here you see that in the first module we have 4 activities. So why is that? You can see that only these 2 are shared. So if I unclick here, the customer will not see any of these activities regarding preparation. But if I want him to see this, I need to share. And it's the same principle for inside activities. You can always decide, okay, I want to share this activity, but this perhaps is an internal note. He doesn't need to see it. So you can define what the customer sees or not. And it's the same for notes, for files, or for everything related to that. So here you can see, I want them to see the material, yes, but yeah, no invoices. The invoices are internal. So you have this flexibility to make sure that the customer sees the right things at the right moment. It's entirely up to you. The customer can also create activities, upload files, and so on. So here in the workspace settings, it's where you define your project overview. You can define a project image. You can define the features you want to display. So for example, I want to display a timeline or I don't need a timeline. I want to have board view or not. I want to use a whiteboard. So you have this flexibility here. And last but not least, we have also the time tracking, which is really important for seeing how is your team working or yourself, like you can see the actual time executed versus the planned time. So it's really easy to see how productive you have been. So this is in a nutshell an overview of how Atlas works. And the nice thing is, once you have done this project, let's imagine I have finalized the sales training program, all activities are complete, and I thought, okay, that's a really great program. I probably want to sell this kind of service more to more customers, or perhaps I have also other colleagues that I'd like to offer this service. I can just come here and convert this project into a template. Once I create a template here, I just go back to my projects and I see here templates. So here there is a template called Sales Training Program. So now if I have a new customer, I don't need to create all the project structure again. I just come here, a new project, and I choose Create from Template. Then I select my Sales Training Program and I define a name. Let's put Sales Train, choose a customer name, Next Gen. I can choose the customer here, a contact person who is the owner of this project, in this case will be me, and create a new project out of this template. The new project will come with all the activities, with the files, with the documents, with the node templates. Everything that you defined once will be here again, but now for this new client. And this will improve your productivity a lot. So this is how easy it is to create projects and to manage them inside Atlas. So I hope it helps. If you believe that Atlas could be a right tool to you, please sign up for a free trial, 14 days, no credit card required, or even better, contact our sales team. We're always very glad to help and to support, to see if Atlas could be a good fit for you and your company. So I'm looking forward to seeing you inside Atlas. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.